On February 12, 2024, a noob with 1000 ping by the name of Ostia da Sogrone was in the city of Criminality. The streets of Criminality weren't your regular day in Los Angeles, they were vile. If someone dares to stand still for 4 seconds, they would be assaulted and crucified. Defenseless, Ostia went scavenging trash bags in the junkyard and found junk and a golf club. He also found a Uzi. One problem, he had no money to resupply the ammo for that godforsaken gun, so he went around pillaging safes for money. When Ostia looted the safe in front of the building of Deadly Pizza, he encountered 2 mentally ill Moais. One of them was named Ajax with the SpongeBob merch, and the second one was named Cinnameme with the sombrero. Imagine the Salamanca twins from Breaking Bad,
Jesse,
but Moaified. The Moais loved Ostia's high ping and his use of the English language, that they named Ostia Furnable based off of a personal story. More importantly, they offered what they believed was going to be a cartel opportunity to Ostia. Ostia saw this opportunity of a union and a cult, so he took it. Now unionized, the cult of Ostia, aka Furnable, started to descend down the building. They encountered a noob. Hey guys, my name is Cinnameme, I am your host, and let's play Would You Rather. The question is, would you rather have a sense of human morality and let the poor noob live, or execute them and use them as a sacrifice for the cult of Furnable? Once the now named Furnable and his cult crossed the barber shop next door, they encountered a man named Beastmaster Gamer 9000 who had a hair razor and gave out free haircuts, including the girl who was sacrificed in front of Deadly Pizza by the cult. As the cult gains a new member, the hair barber, Furnable wanders off towards vibing, having the rest of the cult follow him. He also starts attacking Beast the hair trimmer guy because he has yet to realize that he joined the cult. As they sit in front of cafe having a friendly picnic, a strange man walks up to them and asks, "Hey kids, got skins to trade?" The Moais get distracted and decide to look away from Furnable for just one tiny second. Nothing can go wrong, right? Furnable starts running down the back of cafe when the Moais notice that he's missing. So they rush to the alleyways behind pizza, totally not the wrong way. Meanwhile, Furnable realizes it's just a dead end and turns right, making their way towards the second armory. Beast the barber, that was totally not asking people to buy him an M19, notices Furnable running towards the second armory alone and follows him until things turn for the worse. They get ambushed by 2 soldiers, one green, one gray. The gray soldier starts firing at them while the green soldier charges with nothing but a crowbar. The cult take cover in the nearest building. Unfortunately, the building has not so great defenses, letting the soldiers push through without a single struggle. Beast holds them off and turns fire while Furnable makes his escape from the back. Beast holds them off, successfully distracting the 2 from Furnable. Alas, 2 people are better than 1, as the soldiers are too much for Beast, and he unfortunately gets killed by their hands. The soldiers take hold of the building as they tend to their wounds, unaware that the Moais heard the firing and made their arrival towards the building. Ajax Moai heads into the building while Cinnameme Moai holds down the building from the outside, blocking any possible escapes. Ajax discovers Beast dead, pushes against the soldiers, fatally injuring the gray soldier. The green soldier is forced to cease attacks because they don't possess a firearm. The Moais head to the top of the building and question the soldiers why they killed the Fade Trimmer, aka Beast, and if they killed Furnable. They refuse to give a response, so the Moais execute the gray soldier by dropping him off the 3-story building. The green soldier, witnessing it, starts attacking the Moais out of anger and loss, but with the power of friendship and automatic weapons, completely decimate the green soldier. The cult won the battle, but at the loss of Beast, the barber. Meanwhile, Furnable had no clue if he was being pursued, so he dashes through every turn and direction, knowing that it will be impossible to fight back with his level of ping. Making their way to Deal Behind Pizza, unable to create a shield due to combat mode, he takes shelter in the building beside it, until wanting to find the Moais, coursed through cafe and waited. The Moais did eventually find them, but Furnable's lust for blood has grown. The cult headed to the dealer behind the workshop and started supplying and resupplying to prepare for the battle that no one but Furnable wanted to fight. There was also a man at the dealer with a beanie and wearing black soldier uniform. His name was Lector. The cult and Lector were neutral. They had no interest in each other. By the way, did you ever get that feeling of free will where you can just do something and literally nothing is stopping you? Like going to sleep when doing your homework, walking out of class, or yelling at a customer because they don't understand that the food they want is no longer for sale. Yeah? Well, let me introduce you to our sponsor, Lector. Because Lector decided, you know what? What's stopping me? And proceeds to throw a fat explosive at Ajax, fatally injuring him. After their actions, Lector attempts to flee and heads to his right, but Cinnamon and Furnable give chase, quickly catching up and crucifying Lector after the assault. The cult won another fight, increasing Furnable's lust for blood even more. Furnable heads to the cafe, motivated to kill, and his cult has no choice but to give chase. He spots a nameless man with a native's hat and a furry on his shirt. The man who we shall nickname Green was standing outside of cafe playing the sound effect from that one dog video through his mic until Furnable started firing. As the cult fires at Green, Green gets put at immediate disadvantage. They only have a pistol and a melee. Green can return fire at multiple people with automatic weapons with one pistol. Since they're out in the open, the only choice is to dash around and dodge the line of fire until Green gets a salvation. The cult pushed forward despite having advantage from afar. Due to Furnable's great lust for blood and IQ of a Gen Alpha, Green gets a chance to use the melee weapon, the Fire Axe. The Fire Axe is an incredibly deadly weapon, being relatively fast when they start to swing, and will end players with one hit by chopping their heads off. As the front line of the cult fired while advancing towards them, Green pushed beside them and managed to wrap around, cutting them off from the rest of the cult. Green created what seemed like a barrier between Furnable and the rest of his cult, removing the chance of Furnable being able to retreat. Green started a swing, wrapped around Furnable where he could not shoot them, and the rest of the cult had to cease fire because they didn't want to friendly fire Furnable. At that moment, Green swung down their axe and assassinated the leader of the cult, Furnable. From there, Green was able to continue pushing or retreat, except the death of Furnable forced the cult to surrender. They no longer had their leader. They had no reason to fight for, no one to fight for. As the cult gathered around Furnable's corpse in grief, the cult was officially dissolved. Then the Moais allied with Green.
First night is never usually that bad in any of the games, so I'll play through.